Ready for Kid News? So are we. But first, a word from our awesome sponsor.
Hey parents, a question. What's the best way for a struggling student to beat the math blues? Decades of research say the answer is a dedicated one-on-one tutor, but those can be off the charts expensive and a gamble based on who you get. That's where Synthesis Tutor comes in. It's educational AI, the future of learning, and it gives kids a deep understanding of math and how to apply it to the real world. Visit synthesis.com/kidnews to get 10% off and begin learning with Synthesis Tutor today.
Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2024. And we begin with a friendly reminder to stock up on your sleep while you can. Daylight saving time returns this weekend, which means on Sunday morning at 2 a.m., most of the U.S. will lose an hour of shut-eye as clocks spring ahead to 3 a.m. The result will be millions of tired Americans and daylight that lasts well past dinner time. There are arguments for and against the twice-a-year time change, with many sleep experts saying it makes a mess of our biorhythms. The latest push to stop the clock ping-pong made it through the Senate in 2022, but didn't pass in the House of Representatives. Self-checkout is coming to airport security. Beginning Monday, select passengers leaving Las Vegas can opt to screen themselves. According to the Washington Post, during its initial phase, the groundbreaking pilot program will be available to all pre-checked passengers in Terminal 3 of the Harry Reid International Airport. Instead of being guided by human agents, flyers will move through security with the help of instructional videos and avatars. The new TSA system is the latest innovation rolling out at the airport's fittingly named Innovation Checkpoint, a testing ground for the TSA's latest technologies. And now, here's our resident sailor and roving reporter, Briggs Kosman, with some big news about his seafaring friend.
Hi, Kid News. I'm super excited to report that Cole Brower has completed her record-breaking solo sail around the world. Cole is the first American woman to accomplish this amazing feat, which took her 130 days. Congratulations, Cole!
Congratulations indeed. Cole isn't just the only American woman to have accomplished the feat, but at 29 was also the youngest competitor in the event. And she even completed her journey with broken ribs suffered weeks ago when she was thrown across the boat during rough seas and an unexpected change in direction. Cole told NBC News she hopes her tenacity can be an inspiration. I push so much harder when someone says, "You can't do that." And I'm like, okay, watch me. So it would be amazing if there was just one other girl who saw me and said, "Oh, I can do that too." Starting tomorrow, students across the U.S. will be ditching their pencils for a whole new college testing experience. Instead of taking the century-old SAT with paper and pencil, high school students will now tackle the test on a laptop or tablet. The new version is also shorter, 2 hours instead of 3, and contains shorter reading passages. Organizers believe the new digital format will also cut down on cheating. Taking the SAT or the ACT was once a rite of passage for students applying to college, and in some states is still required to graduate high school. Nowadays, most universities no longer require it. However, the tide may be turning. This week, Brown University became the third of the 8 Ivy League schools to require the test for admission. Can chewing gum relieve stress? That's the message candy makers are trying to get out there to reverse a nosedive in gum sales. Companies blame the pandemic for a nearly 1/3 dip in sales in 2020, as mask wearing possibly made people less concerned about stinky breath. Now gum makers are betting on a new strategy to get consumers chewing again by marketing gum as a stress reliever and a way to take a mental break during the day. Although sales have recently ticked up slightly, they're still way below pre-pandemic levels, with some manufacturers bowing out of the market entirely. Still to come, an unusual visitor prompts the shutdown of one of Las Vegas's iconic tourist attractions. But first, the Kid News quiz. On Sunday morning at 2 a.m., most U.S. residents will do what? spring forward into daylight saving time by turning clocks ahead 1 hour. From now on, how will high school students take the SAT? On a laptop or tablet. What's the name of the sailor who just became the first American woman to complete an around-the-world journey solo? Cole Brower. Where is the TSA's new self-screening security line located? At the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. Also in Las Vegas, today's KidNuz kicker and a rare bird making a big splash. For a day, the Bellagio paused its popular Thousand Fountain Water show outside its hotel out of concern for a yellow-bellied loon floating in the attraction. According to the National Audubon Society, this bird is considered to be a near-threatened species and normally spends winters along Alaska's coast. Out of concern for the loon's safety, local wildlife officials were called, caught it, and took it to a safe location. The Bellagio wasted no time in making the most of the unusual occurrence, posting on X, "We're happy to welcome the most exclusive guests. The fountains are now once again up and running." Before we go, shout-outs to our KidNuz classrooms, Mrs. Champion and her minions at Lincoln School in Hammond, Indiana, Ms. Mosley and her Cougars at Ruby Drive School in Placentia, California, and Ms. Hager and her Cheetahs at Charter School of Morgan Hill in Morgan Hill, California. Thanks for listening. A reminder to look for our weekly word search in your emails, and our Week in Review is up on our website. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz Monday morning.